Is there alligators in there?
The GPS has directed us to the Mayflower II.
Yes, the Mayflower II.
The Mayflower II,
Yep.
which is what, a recreation of the Mayflower?
Yes, or from the 1950s, I believe.
You ever been to this?
I think I have as a little kid.
We're going on a boat.
On a big boat.
We gotta go.
We're in a Thanksgiving town. Remember how we took you to Salem and it was a Halloween town?
This is part of the Plymouth Patuxet attractions.
Yes, there's like a whole set.
We went to, of course, the main one last time. I do see a ye old wash station here.
The old watch station. Now this is a sturdy seat.
Yeah, look at that. That ain't going anywhere.
There is no way. 100% confidence.
It's less than an hour from where we live.
It's a lovely little area. There's all these cute little gift shops, nicely tended gardens. It's beautiful.
They do keep it so nice. Look at this. Oh, come now, Niles. In addition to the Mayflower, there's a grist mill.
I don't know how much of a draw a grist mill is.
And then they have rare breed animals.
Oh.
I don't know what that is either.
I think they're going to look like animals.
Yeah, like sheep.
Yeah.
And then there's Plymouth Rock itself, which is a part of the state park.
Yes, which is literally right there. A pale imitation of the real Plymouth Rock.
For me, Thanksgiving is kind of a formal extension of Christmas.
Yes, it's like pre-Christmas.
Yeah. You can start to watch movies that contain Christmas but are not about Christmas.
Exactly. You know, as time has passed, I've come to really enjoy these informative posters that are outside.
The kind that when you were a child, you were like, get me out of this.
Get me away from this thing. Now, I like it. I want to know more details about how I can take a stroll on Fraser Pier, or enjoy a picnic or cultural program in the grassy south end of the park. I want to do that.
Don't you want to go on a big boat?
Yes.
One-to-one recreation of
wow.
what they think the size of the original one was, because they don't exactly know.
I wonder what happened to the original. Did it just burn up?
No, it got sent back to England, was used in service for a few more years, and then they lost track of it. No one remembers or knows anymore why the name Mayflower was so popular. There were many, many boats named the Mayflower. Nobody knows why.
Look, it's a mom, a dad, and a little girl like you.
Gloria, if she was a pilgrim. It's Pilgrim Me and Pilgrim Nina.
Where are the beds?
You want to know where the beds are? We're not on the boat yet. Is that the most exciting part?
That's all she really cares about.
Real authentic rope. You like the rope? It's got a heavy weight. That's probably too heavy for you. The boat's over here. She likes the rope, though.
Wow, they really had cameras back then. Is she still asking about beds?
She is. Just be grateful that you don't have to live on it for 8 months, like the Pilgrims did. Just got back from 4 years of heavy restoration. These ships were made to last about 25 years, and the ship is now 63. So it was due for a tune-up.
Can I please go in that boat?
I'm rather struck by the, I don't know, I guess I thought it would be bigger.
That 4-year restoration underwent was the first real restoration, and most of the wood in the boat is new. Anything dark is original, but any lighter wood is all new wood. It's amazing to think that there were 100 people sleeping in this room.
Yeah, that's madness. If you have one guy with gas, that's it.
She'd like to ask you a question.
Yes.
Where did everybody sleep on this boat?
So right on this deck, so all the passengers at least were down here. So this whole deck here is known as the Orlop. This is where the 102 pilgrims and all their animals ate food and slept and lived for about 6 months overall on beds of straw or feathers. The crew stays up above us in various cabins. It was actually quite old at the time. It was about 20 years old or more.
Yeah.
So for the period, it was considered a junker. Boats of this size don't cross the Atlantic, generally speaking. This is big. Some going to Jamestown in 1607 are about 40 to 50 tons. This one's 180 tons.
Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Is John over here?
No, he came up.
So the common sailors would have lived in the cabin in the front here called the forecastle or forecastle. We usually tend to talk about pilgrims when we talk about Mayflower, but that is leaving out the longer people
those
who are very
guys.
important. Your life is ruled by the ship's bell, which is just up there behind the main mast. 4 hours of work, 4 hours of rest. So Mayflower sails back really with a skeleton crew and does make it safely back to England within about a month. So
Did they leave anybody here?
one guy stays, John Alden.
Is it gonna shoot a cannonball?
You want to shoot a cannonball out of there?
I have a dumb question. How come there's no holiday around Jamestown in Virginia?
Maybe there is. Founders Day thing we know nothing about. You gotta look in the window.
I'm gonna look.
Lori's gonna show you.
Wow.
One little bunk bed. Pretty amazing boat.
Just to get a bunch of people over the water.
Yeah, it wasn't even designed for that ever.
Just a little bit of a risk.
Yeah. Most of them arrived, but then they all died in the winter, didn't they?
This stuff is always wasted on children.
Yeah.
The only time we would have come here is as kids, and we
Yeah,
can't.
and I would have never asked a question.
I want my office to take me on a field trip here.
We're gonna do a Thanksgiving retreat this year, you guys.
It'd be fun.
I'm thankful for not having come over on the Mayflower and died that first winter.
Yeah, I'm thankful to have a modern meal on Thanksgiving.
I'm also thankful we can visit a recreation of it.
Alligators in there.
Are there alligators in there?
Is there alligators in there?
It wasn't even the first winter where half the people died. Then after that, they keep sending ships over with more people, but not necessarily supplies. And the colony keeps almost collapsing and dying of starvation afterward every year.
One thing that I think is kind of cool is even though it's like a $15 attraction per person, which is pretty reasonably priced, given the cost of upkeeping the thing, the state park allows you to see it.
You could just walk down there and stare at the ship all you like.
Yeah, so they're not being like super exclusive about it.
No, it's not like they built a big wall or anything.
Yeah, for $40, you can do this, the gristmill, the animals, and the whole thing we did last year.
That's pretty reasonable.
Right.
But the trouble is, I think that that's more than one day of entertainment. You'd spend most of your time at the plantation, right?
Right.
Zoom through here, probably skip the animals in the gristmill because you didn't have time at the end of the day. That would be how it would go down.
You can get homemade fudge. What kind of souvenir would you get?
Some stupid novelty mug.
Yeah.
It's my kind of thing.
Cheese. Nina points out that even though they painted 2020 on it,
They refreshed the turkey. They gave it a date.
it's not wearing a mask.
I guess they haven't found COVID-19 in
Can I
turkeys,
be
even though
like
they
a
just found it in
moment?
minks.
The seating density at this park, there are seats way more than I would decide even. There's no trouble. Like if you want to sit, you could sit literally anywhere.
So your tolerance level for us like pausing and looking at things is very
high. You may take additional time if you desire to stare at the strange seashell or to investigate a tree.
It was like a 50-minute drive, but when I was a kid, this was like way out.
Oh yeah, this was way out. Maybe once a decade.
We were wondering what this building was. It looks like it's Pilgrim Hall Museum. So it's yet another.
Fascinating.
All right, Nina and Gloria have theoretically already seen the rock, and there she blows.
I wonder when they decided to just carve into it 1620.
I know, that's a big decision.
It is. You're like messing with the rock, man.
Yeah, that's like writing your name on a collectible toy.
Exactly.
Let's see it's on slabs,
Yes, keep it level. Gotta keep that rock level.
combed sand. This is kind of the ultimate pet rock.
I wonder if this might not be the real rock, and the real rock is hidden away, and this is just a facsimile.
Yeah, it's like an Indiana Jones kind of thing. Well, I guess we now understand why they don't charge for it.
For the rock.
For seeing
I
it.
mean, it is in a very nice little coliseum they built for the rock with a lovely ceiling and all that. The surroundings of the rock are more impressive than the rock itself, which is a rock.
Well, that's all you can really work with.
Now you can see the magic of the rock.
Yes. I understand its power now.
I do like this floor, though, can I just say? This cement with inset rocks is quite lovely.
Each one of them, its own small Plymouth Rock.
It is in Plymouth, it is a rock, so thus.
Does that sign tell us when they carved the 1620 into it?
Let's see.
Oh,
Where?
an informative sign?
The rock looks a bit like it's in a cage. Like,
Yeah.
we don't trust it and it's dangerous. Magneto is what I was thinking.
America
Oh, look,
upon their arrival.
the date is carved into the surface.
1880.
I really appreciate this little presentation here because it tells you, like, this might not actually be the rock. This is a representation of the rock. Even in, like, the 1740s when they thought this might be the rock.
Yet it is no bad thing for a nation to be founded on a rock.
The original base of the rock sat within a busy wharf, and there was a hammer and chisel where you could take souvenirs.
There's a John Alden gift shop over there, and we learned on the Mayflower too that John Alden was a sailor who stayed behind. He did not return to England in the spring. He married a lady here and had 1 million children and has 1 million descendants in the area.
Shows you how much you got.
It's a teddy bear. And it says Plymouth on it. It's a 400-year bear.
And we got 3 kinds of fudge.
Ooh.
Mint, chocolate, and chocolate peanut butter.
Whoa.
We got a book for you guys with Bexy.
Oh.
Mouse's first Thanksgiving.
Lovely.
Now it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Chocolate peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter. I'm gonna break off a little piece. Very fudgy, not very peanut buttery. Give it a try, very good.
Yeah. Light on the peanut butter, but it's just real tasty.
It's delicious fudge, but light on the peanut butter.
This is the mint.
Yep.
I don't know if you know this. I don't like mint.
I don't like peppermint.
I don't like mint or peppermint.
I don't like peppermint. I don't really like peppermint.
So it's not for me, but I think that Nina and Gloria are gonna go.
You think that a lover of mint would love this fudge? Ooh, it certainly smells delightfully minty. Wonderful.
You like that better than the peanut butter one?
I do. I like that you can really taste the mint. And the chocolate is actually reduced a little. Very tasty fudge. Buy 2, get 1 free, right?
Right, but 2 is $15.
So yeah, you're paying $5 a piece, which is not that bad. I bet you could go to the John Alden gift shop and get cheaper fudge.
Do you want to try some chocolate mint fudge?
You're gonna love this. It's just like a junior mint. Eat it.
Oh no, new piece.
Put it all the way in the mouth this time.
Why?
What do you think?
It's not like a junior mint.